Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Hair by Janaea. Thank you so much for tuning in. So this video, we are following up with our last video. We are going to do an install today, you guys. This is one of the best protective styles that are out there. We're starting off with 22 inches of hair. Look how long this weft is. I love this hair that I have invested in for my clients. It is such so as far as protective styles, doing an install is the best way to protect the hair. So we've already pre-braided her down. We've got the braid pattern. This is one of the best braid patterns to do. It makes the hair so flat. So we start in the back, of course, you guys, with the 24-inch weft. So again, this style for protective style, in my opinion, is the best style that you can go with because it's versatile, but the hair is protected underneath. The braiding, having your hair plaited down, gives it the best opportunity to grow. Of course, along with braiding it down, we went in between each braid and oiled her scalp with my True Edge Repair and Scalp Oil. Now this has done wonders for my client's hair. She was doing a lot of color. She had a lot of blonde color damage, and this really grew her hair back out. Now, her and I argue all the time. You see, she hates keeping her head still. I'm always constantly having to move it. But with this strategy, in this way of the pattern that I'm sewing the hair down, this keeps the hair as flat as possible. Now what we did here, we are going up the back of the hair, and I'm doing the wefts really tight together because we want a very full look. Even though she's going to wear it straight, she likes to have a full look of hair. So right now I'm showing how we go up on the top of her hair. This is one of the tracks that I do. This is a pattern that I do so she can have that beautiful sweet swoop bang in the front of her face. Of course, we're going to do a few layers, but this is what you guys want to do, especially if the edges are going through. This is bundle number 2. Now, again, remember I said you want to put that hair around the front of the edges to cover the edges and to give her that bang. Now, this is one of the techniques that I use. I use a razor for everything when I'm doing hair. I like to use it to cut open the weft, and I also like to use it to slice the weft when it's in the hair because it gives a nice precise slice without using any scissors, bulky scissors, small scissors, because sometimes they're not always as sharp as they need to be. So I'm about to show you right here. Now we're about to add the next weft to her hair, going back up and down and putting them very close together. And sometimes I have to put a little heat on the weft in order to get the needle through. And actually, if the weft is hard to get through, then that is a good weft, because you don't want the weft to be thin, because that causes a lot of shedding. When it's hard to get that needle through, that is one way that lets you know that you have a good weft and that hair is not going to shed. And to, you know, go around that, like I said, I always kind of heat up the weft just to make it soft so that the needle can get through the hair. So now I'm just showing how I go in with the razor, and that's how I cut my wefts. It gives it a nice precise slice where you don't have to use scissors and all that. So we got all the bundles in. We did end up using all 3 bundles on her hair, and so now we're using the Silk Press Finishing Mist to give it that shine, that silky look, that silky press with that hair. It doesn't weigh it down. It gives it just enough shine to silk that hair and make it silky straight, as you can see. It also gets any flyaways. It doesn't make the hair hard. It's going to be so soft and silky, but you definitely want to use something like that, and maybe a little bit of spritz, but usually the Silk Press Finishing Mist does the job. So that's what we're doing here. Just silkening through, getting that hair bone straight. Oh, those bundles look beautiful, especially with that nice mocha chocolate look in her hair. Now, this is the darkest she's ever went. She's usually a blonde, so she was really excited about this new look. We went on and put a little bit of the Edge Repair instead of the I know a lot of people like to use the stick, but I use a little bit of my edge repair, or I'm sorry, the edge gel, and it's just laying those hairs down. It turned out really cute. Look at her edges. She looks beautiful. She loved this new color. It looks awesome on her. But again, you guys, look how silky that hair looks. Look what the Silk Press Finishing Mist does to that hair, and also the edge gel. My edge gel is perfect for hair. It doesn't cake up or, you know, get any type of white caking afterwards. But she was so in love with this. And again, you guys, this is one of my favorite and must do protective styles. It's just a traditional sewing. You can't go wrong with it, guys. And this has grown her hair out so much. Again, through the braids, we put the edge repair and scalp oil, and that protects the hair underneath that sewing. You want to make sure, just because you have a sewing, make sure you're protecting that scalp and that those braids. And this is the result, you guys. I hope you love it. I told you guys I'm going to be showing different protective styles, and I mentioned them, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do them. And the next one that's coming up is going to be like a rod set that's on natural hair, and I'll be doing that video next, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, and also follow me on all of the platforms. So here's another satisfied customer. Thanks you guys for watching. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments, and I'll be back on the next one.
Genya Hair Care Salon.